Hey everybody, Rick here from Safe vs. BS. Now, my last video was so popular, I thought I would expand on this subject. So, killing players cheaply is not cool. Playing the gotcha trap, expand on the subject. So what I would say is, every time there's a player death at my table, someone from the outside, maybe another player, maybe somebody you're telling the session about the next day would say, that's unfair. How were they supposed to know? And the answer is simple. They did know. They just didn't listen. It's that simple. I don't run gotcha traps. I don't drop rocks on people for fun. I telecast the danger. And so that's what this video is about. It's about how to telecast the danger. Now, I'm not saying to spell it out. I'm saying let them see it and ignore it anyway. If you want your world to feel deadly without killing the trust, you need to learn the art of the telegraph. The way you warn without telling. So let's break down how to make the players sweat without ever saying, this room is dangerous. Modern players expect video game rules. Enemies, levels scaled to them, combat built for victory, traps that are deactivated if they succeed on a check. But real danger comes from ambiguity, and that possibility only works if the players trust, not because you pulled a punch and did a switcheroo behind the scenes. Surprise danger breaks trust. Telegraph the danger, and that builds the trust. So after giving it some thought, I've narrowed it down to 4 primary tools. Environmental description. The stone beneath your feet is slick with something and you smell copper. Every scene should have something that suggests the risk. Not confirms the risk, just suggesting it. Blood stains at the top of the door, scratches on a wall, a low hum in the earth. Maybe rotten food on a ritual altar. This isn't just flavor text. It's actual information. It says, something happened here, proceed how you will. So the other one is lore and hearsay. So old Ben said no one ever comes back from the obsidian temple, not even a dog. Gossip, rumors, urban myths, old wives' tales. These aren't exposition dumps. They are tension seeds. Players who ignore warnings from the NPCs, they're not being punished. They're proving the legends are true. This gives you cover. You told them it was dangerous. They chose to press forward anyway. They own the outcome. And the third one is sensory. So danger doesn't have to be a monster. It's too quiet. The light doesn't quite reach the corners of the room. You're not just telling them spooky vibes. You're telling them something is off. It's the narrative equivalent of hearing something click in your car and not knowing if it's a flat tire or the transmission falling out, or anything in between for that matter. It's psychological tension, and it's earned when the trap finally triggers because they had that feeling all along. And finally, my favorite of all is consequences. In-world, real consequences. You see scorch marks around a doorway and a pile of charred bones. Dead adventurers, discarded gear, signs that someone came this way before you and lost it all. This tells the players this has been attempted and it went badly for someone else and we might be next. Now, use it sparingly. When it shows up, it should feel very final. It should whisper, you were warned. I need to do more whispering in my videos, I think. More whispering. That's Mike's loudest help. It's just crazy how things happen like that. So what you have is you telecast, tension, and then reward. Now, how to avoid spoiling the surprise. Now, this is the real trick. You don't say the words, oh, hey guys, this is dangerous. You describe what someone in the world would notice if they were paying attention. You don't say, this corridor contains a trap. You say, your torchlight flickers in a narrow groove in the wall, just about ankle height. You can't just specifically say the words, hey guys, this monster's deadly. You say, this monster's eyes follow your every move, but its body doesn't shift at all. Don't be so on the nose to say, you'll probably die if you do this. Just say, the silence after you open the door is louder than anything you've heard all day. It's telecasting. It isn't warnings. It's about letting the fiction speak for itself. So here's what happens when you master this ability. Players respect the world. They check ceilings, they listen at doors, they ask better questions. They remember what you describe. And when something awful does happen, they don't blame you. They blame themselves because they knew. A dungeon master's job isn't to protect your players, it's to play fair. Let the world warn them. Let the clues be there. Let the danger be felt. And when it strikes, let those players say, we should have seen that coming. Because that's not unfair, that's earned. Thank you everybody for watching. My name is Rick. This is Save versus BS. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in the dark.